Yes, hello everyone, how are you? Today we're going to be doing some Lego art and yeah, so I want to do some Batman Lego pieces. Let me just make sure that let me get some reference images here so we can get started. So this piece here, I think looks good. Let me also get some reference images from ArtStation from Google. Hello, Shalom. Love me some Lego characters. Yeah. So I think we could use this or this as a reference. Yeah, we can. Let's get this one here as a reference image. I'll just drop it in. Let me turn on my shortcuts. Hello, Vlad Tips. How are you? Dracul, how are you? I want to first set up everything here. And I think, yeah, before we get into it, let me just do a few quick promotions for anyone who wants to get some ads, some add-ons. There is Chaos Ultimate Explosion add-on. This is a destruction or VFX add-on that lets you do smoke simulations, explosions, destructions easily. So it just combines a lot of things that you don't usually get with the smoke simulation, right? Right. So you can see it can add a debris, make explosions a lot. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link in the description if you want to check this add-on out. I think it's a very amazing add-on. Let me just make sure that the link is available for you guys to get. So if you check the description and you want to try it out, link is in the chat. Another add-on I like to promote is the Simply Cloth add-on. This lets you just easily create cloth for your characters. And again, if you are in market for something like this, you can go to the link that is provided in the chat. So just make sure that all the links are there. Yeah, so let's get into this and see how we can make something like this. Excited? Nice. I made a Lego character once. The arms are impossible. I think the arms are the most easy thing to make about this. So yeah, let's get started. I'm building a PC this month. Finally, all my work can be done. Nice to hear. Okay, I think we can start with a head. So we're going to start with a circle. I don't want to use a lot of vertices. Let's use 16. If I reduce the, let me go back to my layout. Let me reduce the opacity of this. Okay, so just grab this. Extrude up somewhere like that, and just scale this out a bit and out a bit. I think let me look at this image closely, and also have it here. Okay, this piece here, this part here is going to be a bit difficult to make, but maybe we can approach this a bit differently. So we can start with extruding the bottom part like that. Now I'm going to use a mirror modifier. Let me add a mirror modifier like that, and I think I can maybe add an edge loop around here. grab this side, extrude up to around the mouth area. Just start conforming. So what I want to do is create this part here, this line here. And I think one way to do that is just, and see, can I just do this? Just create a loop cut that goes around up to this side. So I would need, let me see, trying to budget my polygons. This would be, I wish there was a line tool that we could use to draw. It would be very, very helpful. So I want an edge loop, edge flow like that. Let me first increase the opacity of this a bit. Going for 19 and RTX 3080. How much is that going to cost you? Because that sounds a bit expensive. Okay. Just going to extrude. And then here, I think we can start to flatten things up, just following this line. Now, something like that. Then here, this edge loop can start making up the face or the eye area. So I want this to make a loop cut like that. Maybe we have something. Around 3,000. That seems about right, but that sounds a bit expensive as well. Sounds quite expensive. Anyway, but yeah, it's around. Usually those kind of specs are around that price, that pricing. The important thing is much RAM you have, I think, and your graphics card. But I think at a 3060 is a 3080 is good, I think. Okay, so we are here going to extrude a few edge loops to round off, to create the eye area, the socket area. Grab these, push them out like that, and this edge loop you can connect like that. So the nose area, start to bring some of these edge loops out. Like that. Then I think we can extrude this part here. I need to bring this slide this up a bit, just bridge, and might also have to round off this area, but I don't want to introduce more loop cuts, so just going to round that loop cut like that, and bring this and this needs to be a bit circular, so just going to make it so. Just ordered a PC for around to have a 3200 AMD Ryzen 380 as well. Nice. So which one did you have before? And was it non-performing to your expectations? So I think this can go here. Hello, Burning Bright, how are you? You can see how how everything is coming up. It's just the whole PC is gonna cost around 5,000. That's a lot of money, man. That's quite expensive. So that means the monitor, keyboard, and everything. Okay, let me look at this. I think this starts to curve in a bit. The back side just, I think, is simply flat, so we can just extrude that up. I'm great. I think Best Buy have some good options. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Best Buy here. So we don't have most of the stores you have in the US, so kind of miss out a lot on some deals that you might be getting there. Yes. Okay. Actually, before I even get these faces, we can should I rotate these? I think I want to just converge the polygons here, so we don't have a lot of loop cuts going up and out, so that can converge there, and can also have this converge so that we don't have too many edge loops going up. Batman, Lego. Why is my music not playing? Thank you. I'll see to it. I too don't have the Best Buy in India. Is here in India. Ah, you don't have Best Buy also. Yeah. And our country is landlocked, so shipping is also very expensive here. Okay. Just make sure that this. So I think the first is the hardest part. Everything else is much easier. I slide this all the way there and just start making this rounded like that. How do you decide what you do while model in live stream? Well, I just randomly do stuff. I don't really have any structure I follow. I just see something cool while I'm browsing different art platforms, and I just go with that. Get a good PC, work on your dreams. True. Have you Discord? Yeah, I have Discord. You can use exclamation mark Discord. Like that. Hello, Paulis Asamar. How are you? What is the hardest part of Blender? Deciding what to make. Yeah, it's the hardest part. And committing to actually making it is also hard. Let me bring these vertices back. Slide these back. Yes. Let's just add in these edge loops. I think I need first cut this. And I think we need an edge loop that goes all the way. I think this side also has to start converging a bit, so I'll just grab these faces, start bringing them closer, connect like that. This is going to be the horns here. So I think I can grab this, just slide it. I think this is a bit yeah. Now we just need to add in those sharp areas, sharp corners. So for example, this edge loop here, this let's see. His eyes here a bit pushed out. So we need a way to kind of bring up that shape. Emphasize that shape there. So is your career 3D artist? I guess it is, but I'm also a programmer, so there's that. But yeah, kind of programming mostly, creating stuff that is related to 3D. So yeah, I guess. Let's do something like that. So this edge loop, there is this edge loop here. This very sharp edge loop that goes through that face, through his face. So I would think this here comes up to here. It's a bit sharp here at the corner. So, and I think this edge might be merged with that. And then this edge loop then comes here. I think I need to bevel this. So we have this edge loop here that goes all the way out to his mouth here. Okay, that just need to make him a bit more angry. Morning and Happy New Year. Happy New Year too. Shoemaker, how are you? And my PC crashes, so I use my friend's 3D work. Okay. Right now I'm using a UI UX designer for GDS team in my college. Has been waiting to 3D design for a long time. Gotta get 3D animation into it, as well as starting game design. That's a nice way to start things. If you are a UI designer, I think you can easily add a 3D to it. It differs a bit, but yeah, your knowledge can be easily applied to 3D. Okay. Now, if we turn on smooth shading, and just add a loop cut. Just get this, bevel this. You can see we get those sharp eyes there, which is nice. Now we also need, let me see, this. So we have this here. His nose also has to be a bit sharp. So I can slide this, add a loop cut there, and the nose should come, should start from at the top here. So I think we can safely add a loop cut like that, and just make sure that our nose is not starting in the middle. So just going to first get rid of this edge loop, dissolve that, go to the front view here, and just start the nose right away, right from this area. To see the reference picture, better put it in front of the model and reduce the opacity. In front of the model, that might cause a few issues. Let me see. I don't think it does make a difference. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but it gets in the way of selecting the mesh if you want to select it. Okay. And let's see his face here. And his face is very expressive. So let's bring these edge loops here, just to see if we can get that expression there. Pull this forward a bit, bring this in a bit, and just start pushing the nose area a bit. So you can see now, I think that looks much better. And his mouth area is also a bit extruded in, like that. Now this nose area is flat, and this is a bit sharp like that. Now the eyes, a bit tricky, but doable. They also look a bit triangulated, I think. So let's see. I don't know. Let me see. If we first, okay, the eyes are going to be a bit tricky, I think. Maybe let's make them a bit expressive as well. Grab this edge loop, push it in, just a bit like that. Just a bit like that. I think this this is also a bit sharp, so something like that, and this needs to be closed off. So Do something like that. If it shades smooth. There is some pinching going on here, so I think we can just slide this edge loop and resolve that. Maybe also just bridge these. I think that's a good head. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Nikita Olejnik. Thank you, thank you. My music is not playing. It's now about just solving a few issues here. For example, I don't want this end gone. The ears at the top at the top has a front face. Have a front face. Oh, you mean this face here is supposed to be sharp, so let's get rid of that. Maybe there's something like that. Flat. Yeah, so I think something like that. I would have used a subdivision modifier. It's already there, I have it there. I'm just switching it off to kind of see how my polygons are flowing. That's all. To start with, you mean you would have started with a subdivision? It would make it very hard to model. Do you work any job with it's just YouTube and making add-ons? Jobs here don't pay very well, especially 3D jobs. There are not many jobs, 3D jobs here. So most jobs you would have to, if you wanted to get into the 3D industry here, it's only it would only be online, or at least mostly online. I don't know if this edge is supposed to be sharp as well. Yeah, something like, let me be even tricked. Let me just make it a bit more precise. Yes. Add a loop. Let me just slide. Maybe something like that. Yeah, let's work on the materials. Or let's first make the whole Batman, and then we can work on the materials. For the eyes, they can just be... Which country are you from? I'm from Uganda. That's in East Africa. Hello, Matthias Baynot. How are you? At of channel 1 on top. Thank you, Native Films. Hey, man, what's up, Chechu? Yeah. Hello, Matthias Baynot. Did you finish the cathedral? The cathedral? Oh, nah. We just made yeah, we didn't complete it completely, but we made most of the modules that were necessary. Now, if I want to make this face a bit more sharp, I'll just need to add another edge loop like that, but I think I'm okay with just that. Grab this edge loop, push it in a bit to make him more expressive. And I think only one day I make a Batman and become Superman. Okay, this nose area also has to be a bit sharp, so I'll just grab this edge loop. Yeah, something like that. Now let's go to the lower body, which should be the easiest part of this. Just need a cube or a plane. Just extrude up. Do you make money with Blender? Yeah, I do. Okay. If you look closely, let me see. If you look closely, I think this piece is somewhat like that, and then the top is somewhat rounded off, so let's do that. Actually, I think before I even extrude this, let's first round him off a bit. How long have you been learning Blender? About 10 years, but not consistently. I was taking breaks. How much year do you study Blender? First time start Blender? What is your age? I think I'm getting to 30, or I'm already 30. I don't know. Born in 1992, so do the math. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think that side we have got. Let's just make a slight extrusion down here and just round off that area as well. Make sure we remove any doubles if there are any. If the edge loop become triangle, then there is a problem for that loop. Yeah, the loop can't continue. The loop can't continue if the edge is a triangle. I think we can start working on the material. So this is going to be and I think we also might need to UV unwrap this. How do I UV unwrap this? Let me see. To UV unwrap this, let me add, actually, if you look at this model, you can see there is a seam there, which is going to be very useful to us. So let's just use that seam as the UV map and just push that out, bevel it like that. So if we add a subdivision surface, you can see we get a nice seam like that. Now we can use that seam. Actually, I need this to be our maxim. Unwrap. Then just unwrap. Add seams like that. Unwrap. And I'm going to separate this bottom part as well. Unwrap. Just unwrap this like that. Do the same for this. I think that's a fairly good UV map. Hey Zigzag, how are you? Hello Hulu. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's go to the roughness, make it something like that. I'm going to import. I'm going to get an image. Let me use an image texture, resources, grind maps. I want to get an image like this. See how that looks. Use that as the roughness. Use that as the roughness. So our Lego looks a bit like that, a bit rough. And I'm also going to grab another image to use for our bump. Maybe something like this. Connect this using the quick function add-on. Connect that to the bump. What class today? Today we're doing Batman. Lego Batman. I like that. Let me add convert a car ramp. Where am I? Yeah, car ramp here. Just add it between the two. Just to add some damage to the Lego. But not too much. You just want the Lego to have some dents in it. And I think this image the head can also use the same UV map. Can you also use the same texturing? So now the head area. Hello Chig Big Chang. How are you? Good sir. Okay. Now the mouth area should be very simple. We can just grab an edge loop like this. Hit F, extrude up. Just add enough resolution to have something like that. And you don't need the bottom parts here. And we don't need these edge loops. And for the eyes, I'm just going to grab this edge loop, push it down, scale it up, hit F, insert, and just push it. And first isolate this for a second. Just going to Just connect these. I don't want this piece to be too sharp. Same here, don't want this part to be too sharp. Can I download your material? Yeah, if you Patreon, the project file is going to be available on Patreon, so yeah, that's... Chiye chiruwa muganda wange kulika omwaka. Kulika na omwaka mwana tamali. Anyway, you can do what I do. What I do. Sorry, I don't understand what you mean. Voiceless broadcast, bro. You look like the Falcon from Marvel. Anthony Mackie. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so we have that. I'm not sure about these eyes just yet. So let me try using the smooth vertex a bit here. Put them in, scale them. Use smooth vertex a bit. Okay, so something like that. Okay, let's give him some hands. So the hands, let's see. I think they're just cylinders or circle. So if we use a circle like this, let me see. A circle like this. Circle. Circle like this. Extrude down. I think needs to be a bit rotated. Origin 3D cursor. Let's add a mirror. Let's add a mirror. But select this as the mirror object. Yeah, I think my polygon count is a bit off. So let me just I should have used less polygons. So let's use a checker deselect. A checker deselect, resolve those. I think using less polygons will just make it easier for us. So I want to have enough subdivisions there. And we have ourselves a hand. Extrude these. Wanna collab on Blender tutorial? Big Chunk, maybe you can send me a message on Discord. Hello, Rizo AR, how are you? Glad to see you. Okay, so let's make the hand. We have had this circle. I'm going to create another circle here. Just rotate it 90 degrees, extrude it down. Actually, before I even extrude it down, what I can do is first insert it, get rid of this here, Ctrl L, extrude down, have it like that. Then what I can do is use face booleans. Yeah, but I want to use union this time so that these pieces are joined together. Now, because these are booleans, I will need to do some cleaning up. Let me first isolate this. What is the Discord? Use exclamation mark Discord, like that. Bro, where can I get your Discord? Yeah, it's there. Okay. Here, I need to make sure that let me actually just merge these. Just merge these like that. Then grab this edge loop. Then first recalculate normals. Grab this edge loop. Round it off just a bit, like that. And I think we need 2 loops here, and I can just I don't know, just have them connected like that, like that, and like that. Now if we add a subdivision surface, we have our hands like so. I'll just need to add supporting loops here, Ctrl B, to make that sharp. There, I think this inside piece is a bit more thick, and I'm okay with how this is. And then at the shoulder area, we just need to first clear the rotation here. Let's make this straight. It's going to make it much easier for me. Can extrude this face like that to make the shoulder. And then do the same thing just rounding off. Yeah, this here should be flat. I think we can slide this edge. So we can flatten this side. And just basically round off these like that. And now if we have a subdivision, we can actually, I don't think I need this to be rounded. I just need that to be rounded. We have an arm. Respond on Discord. I'll check it later, man. I'll check this code later. But here we need a loop cut, but I don't want to extend it too much. I just want a loop cut here and a loop cut here. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Rajay. Going to round off this edge. Just bring this up. I don't want to add too much polygons. Anyway, so something like this. Then just sharpen, make these edges sharp. Ctrl B. Something like that. And we have ourselves an arm. Let's UV unwrap it. Assign it the same material. And I just select this edge loop and I just use it as the seam. Just fixing some UVs here. Okay. So now our hand can be fixed on, and I prefer to have the pivot point here. Cursor origin to 3D cursor there. So now I can have him rotated. Let me turn on ambient occlusion. And also some screen space reflections. Let's make his feet. We should be, let me see. I think we can do them from the side profile. We just need to start with a circle like this around that size, around that size, and here. I think I can extrude this, get rid of these points. Grab these vertices, something like that. Push down. Something like that. Now, if I fill this, we have a fit. So shade smooth there. Straight longer than it should be. I think it's also a bit tilted. It's a bit. Share this like that. We just have to fix these endgons. And I like that there is a seam that goes through this. It's a small detail, but I think really adds. And if I isolate this, join this to this, so a seam like that, and at the bottom here, this is more like a square shape, so something like this. And it also seems like this. Rotate this. Come back here. Maybe this is smaller, a bit smaller. Just hello, Hassas, how are you? I think I need a loop cut here. Ghost Boy, keep up the great content. I'm new to game design and enjoy watching your streams. Thank you. So what game engine are you using, if you don't mind asking? Are you using Unreal or... And how new are you? Okay. I'm great. What about you? I'm doing great. I'm doing fine myself. Yeah, I need a loop cut here that goes from the top out here to here. Unity. I want to make VR games. Nice. What do you think of Unity versus Unreal Engine? Because I've seen more people start using Unreal Engine more than switching from Unity to Unreal Engine. I don't know, because Unreal Engine has a lot of hype going on about it right now. Okay, just add a bevel to these, and we should be good to go. Yeah, something like that. Control B, and we have something like that. We do need a few holes here, so let me first apply this mirror. Turn off subdivisions. Unreal Engine is better. Yeah, I guess I would also think Unreal Engine is better because, yeah, but my opinion is a bit biased because that's what I've used most. I haven't used Unity. Never tried Unity before, so yeah, my opinion would be a bit biased. Now, making this flat, yes. Round of these. Uh, 0.5. Lots of option, but harder but better. I haven't tried out Unity, so can I ask, is there a way to make a shadow that looks cartoonish than realistic without the use of a texture painting? A shadow look at, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think. I guess if the shape that is casting the shadow is cartoonish, then the shadow will also look cartoonish. Maybe if you're asking something different. Are you gonna make Batman outfit texture by your own? Yeah, I'm going to use my add-on, a Deco designer, to do that. Let me create a circle, another circle. I think this time we can use half of this, so 8. Just rotate this. So I'm creating this hole here, and what I'm going to do is just use a boolean to make that hole. So I'll just do modifiers, and just select this, apply this, and I think I can now safely bring back the mirror. Mirror. Yeah. Then Okay. Give it the same material. Just use this seam here, or this edge loop, to make it as our seam. Okay, let's see. Maybe this circle here is a bit, I think this is okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, guys, thank you for the likes, man. Thank you, really appreciate that. Okay, we have the hands, we have nearly everything. Let's add another mirror. Like this. And we can also just grab this face here. Hit P to separate it. Because I'm creating this inner part, this inside part. Let me get rid of some of these mirrors. Extrude. Bevel. And let's also add in that middle seam. Ctrl E, mark seam, unwrap. So this would be now let's create the cape. Just get a plane, give it some subdivisions, apply the subdivisions, and we can turn on the mirror modifier. Give it the same material. Okay, so something like this. Add another loop cut here. And I think all we have to do is now make it a bit bent. Turn on proportional editing. I think it is something like and I think we also need to give it some thickness. So solidify modifier, And we have Batman. Now let's do some texturing. Let's do some texturing. The first thing we need, obviously, is a UV map, a good UV map. So let's first get rid of the mirrors. And just make sure that we have some good UVs. Unwrap this. And for this, I think we can have a seam straight from the back up to around here. Control E. Control E, max seam, unwrap, and also just isolate the ears so that they're easier to texture. I'm just going to give them a seam so they are a bit opened up. And to open these up. Yeah, something like that. Maybe. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to texture this by myself. And I'm going to use my quick functions add-on. This is a very simple texture that we can do here. Let's see, look at this. Unwrap. Looks okay. Unwrap this. Looks okay. The feet. I need to first apply this mirror. Let's see the feet. We can max seam there to open them up a bit. And I think we can also separate them there and here, just to minimize stretching. Now I think I'm just going to remove this seam. It's too visible. Clear seam. Unwrap. I think this is okay for the legs. The only piece that is remaining, yeah, I think we're good. Did you know masala dosa? No, I don't, unfortunately. Wow, you are so good at asset making. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's start texturing this. We can start by texturing the face here. I think we can select everything and apply the mirror on this. Apply the scale. Apply the mirror on this. Just make sure that I don't have any mirror modifiers. Select everything and first apply the scale and then UV pack islands like that. Now something like this is taking up UV space, so let me just isolate that. Okay. This music is giving me anxiety. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so I think this is not a bad UV map. Now I have a new add-on. Actually, it's not a new add-on called Deco Designer that we're going to be using here. I think it's going to be very, very useful. Let's see. Deco Designer. Yeah, have it activated. Yeah, here. Which is hard in Blender: sculpting or modeling or environment creating or making cars or hard surfaces or sci-fi. So I think sculpting is a bit harder than all the other things. Making environment is just time consuming but not really hard. I just have, and you also need a good PC. Okay, now we have our UVs set up. The new Deco Designer, you can create a new layer like this, and it's just simply going to, let me bring out my outliner. It's just going to create a new layer here, and I need to change the aspect ratio of my area. Make it 1920 by 1080, so that is square. And you can import UV maps for this, but you need to first select the objects. So import UV layout, and this basically creates. Let me first hide the rest. So basically, this creates UV texture image like this over the UV map. Now, let me just make sure that yeah, I think something like that. You can see now I know which part is which part. See, so my UV map was a bit broken. Need to come back to this, make sure that this is also UV unwrapped. Go back to my UV editor, just make sure that everything is packed. And since there isn't a lot of texturing that is going to go on this cape, I'm just going to shrink it down so that it doesn't use up too much space, UV space, and do the pack island again, like that. Then with this, all the pieces selected, I can do import UV map, and I can see the UV map here. Let me first have it like that and hide this, and you can see it's basically the same UV map but in an image form, so that we can reuse it easily. So bring that to the center, turn off this. Let's go back to the Deco Designer layer. I'm just going to scale this up to fit my camera like that. Let me bring back my image. Where does my music turn off randomly? Yeah, something like that. Now, so let's create the Batman logo. And I'm actually just going to go back. First bring the Batman image back here. So you can trace out the logo. And first isolate everything. Going to add a curve, circle. Yeah, something like that. Shift D, select everything like that. I want this to be 2D, fill mode, both. Actually, before I do that, let me just grab a curve, make sure it's turned to vector, start extruding points like that. And now let me first turn this back to 3D so that it's easier for me to see. Now here you can dissolve this vertex, just use this, dissolve this. And we have a bat symbol. Now you just need to use Shift D, mirror this on the X, grab this to this side, just join these. Now, if you go back to 2D, we have a bat symbol. Now let's add these details. Those should be very simple as well. Just get a piece and just make sure that it's a vector. Just trace out these details. And you only have to trace out one side and just mirror the rest. Yeah, so now we can come here and just start adding curves where they're needed. Just like that. Then can use Shift D, mirror this. Just bridge these. Have that. Now we have the muscles. Now we just need, actually we can just use a circle here turn it into a vector, rotate 90 degrees or rotate 45. Shift D, repeat. Animate this character, please. Yeah, we can do that. It's very easy to animate. Doesn't require a lot of rigging. And we just grab this. And I can just simply grab this, Shift D, Shift D, so yeah, I think we have this piece done. Now all we have to do is just go back to our Deco designer, just select the layer, now I need to separate this, Control L, separate this piece. Now give this a new material, quick Deco's material can use. So this is a purplish material, purple somewhere here. Purple is yeah, around there. Then yellow like that. I think that's, for the most part, that's the only detail we need, or the only texturing we need. So I just have to bring back the let me hide this. Can I join this? Actually, no. So I just have to figure out which of these faces is the front face. And to do that, I can even just go back to the main character or main mesh, go to edit mode, and just see what face. So this face here, so this bottom face is that piece. So I can remove this, grab my curve again. So rotate this -90, have this here projected, there. What else do we need? We need the eyes to be, so let me go back to the eyes, to be a different material as well. So what did I do? What did I just do? Anyway, can just grab the eyes and just select the eyes and see which part of the mesh they are. So there are these eyes here, so I can also give them a different material or shader. Something like that. Let me just hide everything else now. And do a quick render of this. Let me just make sure that the resolution is doubled. So save I'll save this as texture like that. Let's give it a moment to render. And this is our texture. So I can come back in, switch off the Deco designer, just get back to this. I'll just have these. Okay. Okay, now I can grab this, import the texture we have just created. We should be in the same folder. This here. You can see how that fits perfectly, even the eyes. So I just have to blend the two like that. Use the alpha as mask. Well, thank you, Circus, for subscribing. Let me see what's going on here. And we have Batman. Now, for his face here, I think I need to go back to the Deco layer, figure out where this piece here is. My camera has died. That's okay. You editor. Okay, so this is the face here. So I can go back to the Deco layer I was working on. So this here is the mouth, so I can do that. Let me just use a curve. For the mouth. Make sure that this 2D fill both. Thank you, Sleven Jovic. Did you get texture by projecting from view? No, I just made the texture right now. So the mouse is black a bit. Let's make the mouth. So it's kind of a bit, has an attitude. And come here, add another circle like this. Actually, I need it to be a separate object. It can even just be so this is going to be the skin part. So we just give it a skin part like that, a skin color like that. Hide this, go back to the camera, hide, where is my camera? Hide this, hide that. So we have the mouth. Let me turn on ambient occlusion for now, just so we don't get. Okay. Your tutorials helped me land a few jobs on Upwork, so thank you so much. That's amazing to hear. That's amazing. That's really amazing. Let's re-render this. here. Originally, the chest box top is as wide as the helmet. Let me see. So we have our texture. Let's get back, remove the deco. Move this to the deco layer. And now we just have to refresh our texture, reload our texture. Just make sure that the head should be using the same UV map. Let me see, UV editor. Bring the image back. Reload the image. Okay. This here. Yeah, this has to be mirrored on the Z. And we have a piece of Batman. I think this has to be somewhere here. Let's bring him here. Now let's rig him up. Let's rig him up for, I don't know, for animation. Let's add. Should we join? No, we can just add an empty. We can add an armature. So where is our armature? Yeah, here. Centered. Let me turn on in front. Okay, so let's turn on X mirror. Shoulder, call this dot L, and then no, this is dot right, and then dot left. So if we add on a mirror, yeah, okay, so it works now. Just want this to be somewhere like that. Shift D. This can be for the hand. And then we need a head here. Then for the legs, like that. Then for the whole body, let's just grab another armature like that. Now this is a child of this. The hand, this is a child of this. Control P, keep offset. And then this is a child of this. Control P, keep offset. Same here, child of this, keep offset. And then this is a child of this, keep offset. So yeah, and maybe for the cape we just need another bone like that, and should be a child of this. Control P, keep offset. Then what else? What else? What else? Yeah, we just have to start. So I want to parent this to this bone. Control P, bone. The head should be parented to the head, bone. The hand, this whole hand. Okay, I think I'm just going to separate it. Origin 3D cursor. The left hand should be parented. Actually, this also has to be separated. Then so after we are done here, we can do some small animations and test out our rig, just to see, just to make sure that everything is set up correctly. So this hand here should be also separated. And actually, we can just grab this and this, Shift D, mirrored. Hey, thank you, Surishva. Okay, so here, let's see. We want this hand to be parented to this hand, Control P, bone. This arm should be parented to this arm, Control P, bone. So now if we okay, head turns. Let's make sure this parented to this, Control P, bone. This these two have to be separated as well. So this to this. Yeah, I think we are ready. Can you make 10 years of Blender progression? Well, I don't have most of my files. Like I said, I wasn't doing it consecutively, so I wasn't doing everything, and I wasn't saving most of my projects, so I don't have them. And thank you, Puna Lingam. Thank you. Okay. Are you working on any company? No, I'm freelancing. I'm not working for any company as well. Now we can start constraining these bonds. So I can go to this and add a rotation constraint, limit rotation. So let me see. Alright, I think we can animate this. Let's pause the guy. Just add a camera. Reset my dimensions here. 1920 by 1080. Can you please make a tutorial on how to rig a Minecraft character? Well, you would rig it in the same way I'm rigging this. Minecraft characters are not, I don't have a lot of deformation, so I think you could get away with rigging it the same way I'm rigging it. I'm rigging this one. Let's use cycles to light this character up. I'm going to use an emission shader here, and let's use texture, gradient texture for the emission color, and let's use a spherical shape, and I'll use object mapping so that the circle is at the center. I can add bump. Let me use an HDRI image, see how that would help. Let me just make sure that this is add an area light here. I want to have him in action, doing something. Maybe we can add some Lego pieces flying off in distance. So let's create a few Lego blocks here. And I'm not going to be too detailed with this. Just use a bevel modifier on this. Forgetting how a Lego brick looks. Okay, it doesn't really have this inside piece. With the same material as Batman, with a different color. give this a thickness. Solidify. Actually, let me use input object data or object info just to randomize the colors here. Color ramp. To get more money, you can start teaching on Udemy and Skillshare. I do have courses on Udemy. Just they take a lot of time to make. That's why you see I don't have a lot there. Just randomize the colors a bit. And push this back. Okay, I like how this one was lit. I guess I was going for this same look somehow. Let me see if I I think let's use geometry nodes to randomize these cubes. So I think I'm just going to start with a cube like this. Switch to geometry nodes editor. Let me grab this piece. Geometry nodes, new, pin, grab this piece here, drag it in, and can you share some websites where I can start my freelancing career as a 3D artist? You can try Upwork and Fiverr. So I want to start with point instancing. Let's do a points to volume like this. That means we'll have no, not points to volume. Distribute points. Let's see. Instances on points on faces. Yeah, let's do points on faces. So it just generate a few random points, and we can grab this geometry as then we can do instances on points, and just select this as the not that instance on point, and then just select this as the instance. You want the scale to be down, and we want a random rotation, so I'll just do L3 random value and change this to a float. Just no, change this to a vector so we get a random rotation for each piece. Now we want this to be rotated at the maximum to be 360. So can get rid of this, add a plane, basically just have a lot of Lego pieces. In the back there. Yes. Scale this up. Let's reduce the distribution of the. Now some of them are going to be intersecting, and I'm not too worried. Let's see. There we can turn on depth of field. Select our armature as 5.1. Back to the shader. Yeah, and I think that's it for this live stream. I would give this a quick render and post it on this Discord server. Yeah, I think that's not a bad piece. If we want, we can increase the density a bit so we have more Legos.